been 30 years since I had the equipment on. Think about this, 30 years. And you know what? You put this stuff on, and slowly everything comes back. Then the big test is, how am I going to feel on the ice? And you get on the ice, and the first round, you know, you skate around a little bit. Then the first round, the boys, Billy Barber and Norris, Kenderchuk, took a few shots on me in the first round. You know, you try to gauge where you're at, you know, and then the second round, then you start performing, you know, you start using the moves, much lower speed, but you used to use when I played. And it's fun, I like it.
Did it click? Does it come back after
Yes.
30 years?
Oh yeah, it's, you know what, it never leaves you. The body leaves you, but in the mind, you know the system, you know how to play it. So it's just a matter of, you have to be realistic. You know, you practice each day. You do a little bit more each day, and then by the time the game comes, then we'll be ready.
Did you expect it? Were you expecting it all to come rushing back to you, or or is there any trepidation that maybe it's?
You know what? Sure, I did. You know what? I'm 66, but in my mind, I'm 50. You know, that's the way I always live my life. As you get older, you got to take care of yourself. So I take vitamins, you know, a lot of vitamins, eat good foods, you know, organic foods, and work out. So you'd be surprised as you get older, you start doing this, you're in better shape than when you're 50, not doing anything.
Did you have you had this feeling that you wanted to go back out and do this for a while, or is this sort of a spur of the minute thing when you got the call and you said, you know what, I'm going to do it?
Yeah, you know, at the beginning, I was leaning towards not doing it, and then I had a good talk with my business manager, Dean Smith, and we received so many requests, you know, just to be on the ice. And people are realistic too, you know, they don't expect me to go there for the whole game, but just one more time to, people were so supportive here in Philly, and just to go out one more time to put number 1 on with the name, the mask, and play, you know, maybe 5 minutes or so, whatever, you know, see how I feel, and then you go out and wave at the crowd. It's plus, you know, the last time I was on the ice, open ice like this, outdoors was, I think it was 12 years old. So yeah, you know, it's cool. Yeah.
We've been talking to a lot of players, and they say this brings them back to your childhood days. And I mean, is that what was that? What is that feeling going to be like?
Well, you know, in the old days, you know, when you're 12 and you're you know, just a kid, you're playing, and your purpose, you know, your passion is the Stanley Cup National Hockey League, you know, and here you are, you know, many years later, going on the ice again outdoors in front of a big crowd, and you look back a little bit, and you're part of the team that you accomplished, being National Hockey League, and then part of a team that won the Stanley Cup, and then you say, wow, there's a lot to be grateful for.
What do you think it's, can you envision what it's going to feel like walking out and hearing the crowd, and what do you expect that it's going to make you feel?
You know, it's, I don't know, expectations sometimes could be deceiving, you know, and I'm sure it'll be a good, you know, a good reaction. But I, for myself, just want to be out there and work to the people one more time. That's my purpose.
And it's a different arena than any hockey arena you've ever been in. I mean, this crowd could be massive and outdoors.
Yeah, outdoors, you know, this is, National Hockey League has done a tremendous job, you know, the last few years promoting those games. And the Flyers have done a tremendous job too to bring, I believe it's 3 different generations of players. So your people in the 50s could relate to us, and the younger people will relate to younger generations, and everybody will have a good flavor of that game.
What do you want the fans to take away from it? What do you want the fans to feel when they see you come out?
Well, you know, it's I think as a group, you know, for us and the Rangers, because these are a lot of those guys. We have big battles against the Rangers, and respect those guys, and they love us. And for one probably last line, is to see that the players on the ice who played 30-some years ago during the Stanley Cup, and those fans had the passion, you know, the excitement of winning the Stanley Cup, just to rekindle a little bit, you know, the magic that happened in those years, and it's going to be a wonderful thing.
What do you think the play's going to be like? Can you size up the guys on the other side, and what kind of shots you're going to be taking? And
well, you know what? Maybe we'll play like the old days, you know, spear a couple of guys at first. You know? I'm just kidding. They, you know, we're all realistic. You know, it's not. We're not in our 20s anymore. And although you want to go out as an athlete, you always want to perform well. That's why we're here practicing. You know, and you know, be realistic where you're at in your life, and just go out and give the fans one last good performance.
What have you been doing to prepare for this and to get ready? And besides, you know, have you done anything outside of the rink or?
Well, I work out. You know, work out. I do a lot of Taebo with belly blanks. You know, and a lot of kicking and twisting and as you get older, it's important that you do this. And in general, just you know, I always tell people, taking care of yourself, working out, eating good, taking a lot of vitamins, won't stop you from dying, but it's sure going to help you with your quality of life.
You mentioned the joke about the spearing going out. Does Rangers Flyers rivalry, the bad blood, does it ever go away?
Of course. You know, you know, at the time, it's two machines fighting each other for the ultimate goal, which is the Stanley Cup. But after, you know, so many years, then you respect each other. And the sad part about the sports, really, is you have a winner, you have a loser. And thank God we're on the winning side.
Cool. Awesome.
Okay.